Hey guys, I just wanted to make a short video to accompany the digital video that we had and give some help to some people that are a little bit ahead. So one piece of advice, I think that when I start this, what I would want to do is decide how wide I want my columns to be. So you can see that in mine, my columns are 3/4 of an inch wide. And when I'm talking about columns, I'm talking about these spaces. So I measured over, and I'll write this down. Mine are 3/4 of an inch wide, okay? I'm going to say that recommended, I made up a new word in the video, that's cool. So a 1/2 inch or 1/2 inch wide would be recommended. 3/4 of an inch wide would look pretty good. And then our maximum is going to be 1 inch. So 1 inch is going to be the maximum on columns, just so that they don't look too simple. Okay, we want our assignments to look high school and achieved, but most especially appreciated by high school people or older people in general when they look at our work. Okay, so you'll measure out all these columns, either at a 1/2 inch or 3/4 of an inch or 1 inch. Okay. One of my advanced students ran into a problem about the accuracy of their diamonds, okay? And so I wanted to come up with a solution for that. So here's my solution. I went ahead and I made rows, and now rows are things that go across. And the way I did that is I went and I measured every 1/2 inch and I put a mark on this side, and then I measured every 1/2 inch and I put a mark on this side, and then I lightly connected them, so that I have all these rows that you see here, okay? Since I did that, it's really easy for me to go in and find my diamond. Now I know as a high school you like the speedy method. This method is certainly a speedy method, okay? So if I go through it and I match up my angle, I'm able to keep them under control, which is what I think that my advanced student was struggling with, is just controlling their heights and making sure their angles remain consistent, okay? And as you're looking at this, you're probably going to notice more and more shortcuts. So I hope to offer you guys more supplements and more videos on ways to achieve this. And I want you to start being your biggest fan, okay? You have to be your biggest fan. The first person who needs to believe in you is you, okay? And with your education, you're going to be able to control your future circumstances a lot easier, okay? So I talked about exercising a little bit in class, and some of you are probably like, why is this crazy art teacher talking about exercise? And it's because it's a repetitive process, just like when you're thinking and learning in a class. Some of you are looking at this project and going, I can't do that, okay? You're not going to get better at thinking and get better at learning unless you're constantly thinking and constantly putting effort out to learn. And that's kind of like the same as exercising. If you run the mile once, you're not going to get better at running the mile. Okay, if you run the mile every other day, you're certainly going to get better at it, and you're probably going to get even better at it if you do it every day. Okay, so try to think of your brain as a muscle and get that muscle stronger, because you're always thinking and coming up with solutions, and you're always practicing. Okay, no matter what the topic is, you can learn it. It might take you longer, and it may take you more mental exercise than another person, but you have to believe in yourself. Okay, you have to be the first person who believes in you. Okay, so that may sound kind of corny to a lot of people, like, oh yeah, you know, this is just like, you know, what I see on Instagram or what I read on Facebook. And I'm here to tell you that it's 100% true. If you want people to believe in you, then you need to be the first person who starts doing that, okay? So as you're putting your diamonds in, again, if you measure out your columns first, and then you put some rows in that help you trap the diamonds, it's definitely going to help you, okay? Will it cause some erasing? Yes. But please just look at how fast I'm going, okay? Don't do this fast and sloppy. This is a piece of gallery level artwork, and this represents you and your work ethic and your knowledge base. So do it slow and accurate, but at least with this method that I've showed you today in this video, at least you will have a speedier process to be able to complete it, so that it's not taking you 2 entire weeks to get your outline down, okay? So We are going to apply our color theory to it, and I did tell you guys in the last video, and I'll say it again in this one, we are not going to choose primary and secondary. Those two are beautiful color schemes, but I'm just taking them off the available options because I think that people use them as a crutch. And because of that crutch, they don't learn the other ones. And I want you to use the slideshow that I made as a way to select a color scheme for this assignment that's a little bit more achieved and something that you didn't already know. Okay, so I have some advanced students doing this work. They're going to have to pressure themselves to do a color scheme that maybe they've never experimented with before, so that they can choose something that they didn't already know, so that they're in fact getting something out of this assignment, which is the whole entire point. Okay, you should not be going through your education with no challenge. Okay, if you don't challenge yourself, of course you're not really having to use your brain as a muscle and not getting it stronger. Okay, so I want you to really think about that. Think about getting that brain stronger and concentrate for longer and longer periods of time so that it matures in the correct fashion. Okay, so you want to be the one who's in control of your circumstances, and that's going to be through gaining your education. Okay, now that doesn't necessarily mean that education can't happen in other ways. Okay, so outside of school it certainly can, but you always should be putting some thought to all your choices, because for every choice, of course, there's a consequence. Okay, so the worst consequence of any is just simply not learning anything, because no matter what, you can't control your age. You're going to get older no matter what you do. So with that being said, hopefully you will be getting older and you will be learning more, so that as you age, you have more knowledge and you have more control over your circumstances. So good luck with this, guys. I'm really excited about it. I hope you are too. And I hope you know that you do have some freedom with this. So please review the first video in regard to alterations and make sure that I get some beautiful things that I can hang up in our art gallery. And I hope you're excited about our return, and hopefully it's not too far off in our future. So I will talk to you guys next time, and I hope this little trick helped you guys out a little bit and at least reduced some of your work time. All right, talk to you later. Bye-bye.